here baby I'm just see first no na your friend no St. George Castle somewhere in 1842 and I'm with me see your friend no Elmina Castle right now. Something is going on right here, a movie and a movie with there. I'm sure say unya hwebida e wo kromu say cause me ba we had no me cause wa FA pa. I'm right here at the Elmina Castle, Elmina in the central region. Now was say me amount for almost setne so ekasa. Me no kasa dia was say me nipa bia or lead character. Movie title Tetekwashi in the movie no and me no be din komo bra we me no going to also man Tetekwashi no to Ghana. And so my movie ra na mo no Tetekwashi. Bernard Edisipoku eni ba ko ye de ameka. Menka. Waka
Ubisame.
Waka.
Ever Mr. Edisipoku.
Baba kuna am voted for us on penny.
Yeah.
Bakuno waka
doso.
Ba de Bakubu bi enso.
Oh.
Musuo.
Me Mr. from Mr. Edisipoku.
Ale Van Vick onye Mr.
There's any din Van Vick.
Sakuro onye Mr.
Mr. Vicar.
Sakuro onye Mr. It's a friend Sakuro there.
Mr. Ado.
There be eba show be you was set.
Oh.
Enye final.
And he set. That's they with me friend.
Oh yeah, you are in character. What shatare.
Oh, I see.
To Musuo.
Yo.
Nti wo America oye Mr.
Mati.
One from that. But oba had to see from Musuo.
Oh.
Which movie?
Mati.
Boko there.
Nyame adom boko.
First movie in 2020.
Yeah, I mean 2020 we are barely like we are not even 2 months.
It doesn't matter. We'll be about 3.
I doubt. Oh, Ghana, huh?
Yeah.
They will try movie 3. And the date is
Next 7th.
Between 1st January 2022, 7th February 2022. So we try movie more than 2. Many Nipana Ecobet. So we try movie more than 2. I only quote me prove I'll pay the person $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes, obedient or nobody. I don't think that think I over to say there's something going on, and I'm a boy. And they say you movie behind the movie. What I say,
into a proper movie.
Yeah, I mean because declare 2020 said, yeah, everybody should be on board, not industry, no. If we be price scheming or force penetrating into the market, into it's our system. And no one person a year with the industry, no, the year 2020 say by hook or crook we want to make sure that the industry is revived and it's like it takes off on a different level. And you say you be reviving no. Nah, you do baby now, go no. It has to be non-stop. Into where there's a while by the scale of the movie. May sure so said there are people who are also like putting things together to get on set and start doing.
Is it agenda by certain few people or the whole industry? Because cinema mucha January, mucha February we pay now March because mucha every time.
Oh,
obiya on farm no zakoda.
I wouldn't say it's an agenda because we haven't sat down to say oh giddy say but like all the players in the industry I said who said this is the time, so everybody is making sure that we do the necessary things to make sure the industry takes off because as I said, 2020 a year be a bequay na obi say, oh yes, the people almost saying what I say, and me the few people I mean kasano mo kasana ti omo Kumodzie na otwa omo hakeka and it's in the name na 1000% sure say almost so if not on this scale, probably more than this scale. I'm telling you. Say year ending no. Na who say yes. Ya ye baby. E wo Ghana ha.
They have say ebanyum to a enyum de obey you do a very nice song. Ya can say odo I'm not hitting no. You do a very nice movie. But aka consumers, aka distributors, aka other arms of the industry, we be helping I'm on the grow. You the actors are doing your side. By what dress come they can say be oh yeah. Who we are I doubt if you can also go out there and be doing the day on your blog about promote on your radio person, on your media guy, on your distributor or distributor. Other people know how are you roping them in to make sure that the plan becomes successful.
Okay. I feel that even though young too like it's like industry, you know, you need my friend saying movie Ghana film industry be a war board be a me get all stakeholders on board, then they sit down with them na omo plans are two of them, then almost be who the way I want see your my film there afa yen share that ain't na sinye bibisa. But me sure says Zionfelix, you cannot tell me say for the past be about 4 years on for microphone engineer baby nka say industry there baby e ko there enye nti already ne yaka and ye call inya akonya ne bloggers ne journalists ne other people all the other stakeholders you know mu nyankita ho ye ka say yen ya ready say ye afam de nti mo afam de no sene ade ne call form no obi e ka no so obi ama me hyem say mo nkasa ade ne call form enti minim de enti a wasa obi so bebe hyem say ade no e pagya mo so mo nyam afam enye say by force say ye hyem so say chinchina ye afam de enti mo so mo mwayen. But it has to be like it's a collective responsibility. We as players, you know, like direct players, you know, we are doing our bit. Into most of the auxiliary players, you know, bloggers, distributors, marketers, journalists, other people. You know. I feel say it was almost more boa na adieni peja. With this movie in particular, no, already know we've producers no my idea pa Zion Train Production. And you Zionfelix, so there. My idea because I engage media no because say media no ye one particular arm of the industry. Say who adwene who dey oh yeah, they will be able to push it. And you can do anything, as you said, you can do anything and everything perfect. But if you don't have the media on your side, forget it. Other arms of the industry, you know, so me sure say once they know say the integral arm of the industry, you know, I take you off, you know. They will take off with us.
Let's come to the movie. Tete Kwashi. We know Tete Kwashi. No Tete Kwashi. Nah, what is the movie about?
Oh, say self-explanatory.
Maybe a different thing.
Okay, self-titled. The movie self-titled. Tete Kwashi ye nyina obi anim Tete Kwashi ka Tete Kwashi ade ba akope comes to mind. Koko. And basically the movie is about Tete Kwashi and then Koko. That's what.
So you are reliving Tete Kwashi's story.
No, we cannot relive Tete Kwashi.
You are telling the story.
We are telling the story from a standpoint. Because from what I've read, that is how I understand the script. The producers are telling the story of Tete Kwashi and Koko from a standpoint. Because me sure say, yeah, the microphone be say Tete Kwashi mame anane papa na ne nua bia na busu ani bi tiase ne the microphone ko gina ne so ne ka say onka story na and sounded the same as Tete Kwashi na ebe kind of story. Until everybody has, you know, a different perspective as to how the Tete Kwashi and then the Koko story really is.
Some movies are short for us to laugh at the end of the day. Once I say it's trying to be film. What do you guys want to achieve with this? Because story name nada. So what do you guys want to achieve?
Oh,
it's okay. It's okay. So what did they make
okay. What really this movie? The same way doesn't get be a Ubisa producer, but may lead, you know. So I feel say, you know, I'll be able to give me what I really feel say this movie seeks to achieve. I think the movie, you know, what really it seeks to achieve is that the whole story behind Tetekwashi as an individual, and what really motivated him to embark on that journey, and what really kept him to actually make sure say whatever plan that he had, no, he was able to fulfill the plan. You get what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is say what they buy everyday life. Any part of you have a plan. What you are maybe a put me dreaming baby home. I deal with me person me. But a day we have something to really motivate you and as a push you to do Saadi. I think that is what, apart from the story, you know, anybody that watches the movie, you know, what the movie is telling you, and say you have a vision, you have a plan, work towards that plan, do anything possible to make sure you achieve that dream. And I say do anything possible to make sure that that plan becomes it becomes real. People can feel it and touch it.
Etiaka.
Oh yes, Yetuamika. Of course, the thing is that you see, this particular production house, you know, I think that the owner of the production house, you know, she's been through the mill. She's an actress, and maybe she didn't want to go the typical Ghanaian producer way, you know, because I know the typical Ghanaian producer, you know, like I'm just being real with you, 95% of them wouldn't even put a contract in front of you, regardless of what kind of movie they wouldn't put a contract in front of you. Most of them, like I'm talking about written contract. Most of them oral or verbal contract. And normally what they do is that they will give you part payment, and then at the end of the movie they give you the rest. That is very typical of Ghanaian producers. On few occasions, especially if the producer is not really straight, that is where the actor will insist, say, you know what, put down all the money before I set foot on your set. With this very one, everybody, especially the lead characters or the major characters, let me put it that way, almost everybody has been paid. For me, I have paid. I'm a military, I'm a school fees. Yes, good money. Good money. I was paid good. No, you as the Accra into your school fees.
What school fees are yours?
Accra be into your school. I didn't say be out in the call daycare be a private and I'll be beside, you know, because I'm currently I buying there.
Mumu free no any free pay and that's the difference.
Pacho, I same way now.
No. I be doing so.
Free, you know.
Free education.
What is free in America is most definitely not the same as free in Ghana. And I can tell you that, yeah.
Because they don't know hey, we be didn't come the papa way. Union movement, leader no. So for Chabosom, I say a free school fees, but okay, with your boarding fee, with your other things. Like free SHS.
Ghana.
The school fees is what is free, but dorm then other things you pay. But how is it?
Me badge call.
I say what say only your man for me.
But me baby could daycare, but minimum for so but I feel say high school in when everything is free. Unless maybe you have to buy, you know, personal stuff for Accra. And I don't think say you're free.
Okay, let's come back to Tetekwashi. One from them.
Wow, there's a long list. I think say okay, myself playing Tetekwashi, and then there's a governor. It's called no. There's like a governor sort of a governor's rep. I think Van Vika is playing that. I have a friend in the movie. It's Kojun Kansa Little Win. And then my mother is Emilia Brobe. And then my father is Michael Afrani. And then Tetekwashi, he was born in a Ga community, a little Ga community. The king in the Ga community is Kofi Adjorlolo. And then there's a priest, or I don't want to get the word wrong. It's a Wolomo, or one of those Ga priests. Yeah, one of them is Emmanuel France, and then there is a couple of other people. They are.
Yeah, audience. So, Tetekwashi, you play with Tetekwashi. Your accent is not a typical Ghanaian accent.
My accent.
You Okarovum.
That says you know because
I'm just trying to see how you change your accent from approach American.
Oh no, me no cause I make up America for bro for.
Come America bro. It's no
BTB.
Battle and shadow.
No. I mean, into me actor, and I don't think I sound any different. Maybe and maybe a word to be or no man pick it. Maybe a word any word be an everyday word chroma Ghana. There are some words everyday word America. Maybe I don't be different. Other than that, me be different.
Playing Tetekwashi in this movie, challenges, I mean, ups and downs. Is it cool throughout?
No, there's nothing like cool. Like when you're on a movie set, there's nothing like cool because in Nipa we have emotions. There are mood swings. There are so many things that bet me a trigger baby. In the end, they're cool. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Like everybody's doing their part. Like making sure and we are fully committed to it to make sure at the end of the day we have a very successful production. So I'm doing my bit. I'm sure the rest are also doing their bit. Yeah.
Mene Bernard Edusi Puku Tetekwashi, lead character or lead role in the movie Tetekwashi. Kofi Adjorlolo Oba said Nisoko.
Yeah, Oba said Nisoko.
Oba no what can I say the
I think that it was this. Okay, so moving
press lunch.
Press lunch. And me because I lost my grandma, so I had to rush to Kumasi because 1 week, so me free on them. But later on, I'm on social media. I said people were like, actually yes. What I saw people writing stuff about him. So and he's somebody that I've known for a very long time, and we still keep that relationship. He's somebody that I respect a lot. I don't know if Mekansas which or he was one of the people who actually influenced me to go back to school because right after secondary school I made a movie. So he was one of the few people who actually sat me down and then said, oh, you could still come back to do this, and so why don't you go to school? You could do it side by side. And then he was he talked me into it, and then I went back to university. So I respect him so much. And
some of kind of say producers be bread in producers in Tia. You an actor. Have you experienced it before?
Of course. Now unless Obia Obeka say, oh, me producer behind the menka. That means only background. You see that we have two different things. We are people who have receipts to show that they are actors and actresses. Some of them mention. And then we are people, so we are self-made actors and actresses. You get my point?
The self-made phone of
course.
More than 100 streets in 20 into the man alcohol.
Even not even that cry. Yeah, there are some people maybe or BB or baby then Obi ehuna na say be a radio presenter be na say oh yeah, wakoye bibi. Na we gaining popularity kaka, then they rope him in. Say, oh, a bit me the why movie amana ya na bibi. But not people who have gone through the mill. You know, people who have like, you know, maybe when this whole thing started, no, they were around. And I say even if they rope them in, they've gone through the mill. Yeah. And you'll be obey back could be na wakoda once in a while be no asabe. Yeah, almost to me I can't answer. But people who have actually like people who've worked so hard, who've busted their asses to get to wherever they are. Almost no, there's not a single one of them or because a producer be ending a cap.
So it is true.
Of course.
Producers are angry.
For what? They're angry for what?
For him saying that. I'm also on my chin side to apologize. Yes, I 5.4. But this say on my release statement say on my banner no.
No, I don't. I really don't get this. He should apologize for what? For saying the producer be in a car and I say because till now I mean exactly what the guy Mr. Adjorlolo what exactly he said till now. Oh, the meeting in I say, oh, I say, Mr. Adjorlolo akodi the producers at him. But when we met, I met him, even though we couldn't, because now I was so trying to so we couldn't really have a long chat. But all he said was, oh, when he sees me, he say, oh, fine boy, and then I say, fine boy. He said, oh, Charlie, see what people they talk. They say me, I go this. Wait, they say me, I go this some producers. Me too, I don't go this anybody.
Yenti asema Adjorlolo kind.
They should respect themselves. The old man like me, they call me and can't work, and then they can't pay me. And about 7 producers in this country, they owe me monies, like that. Why? And then I'm sitting at home and I'm hungry. And when I'm sick too, when I'm sick, nobody, look, we have elderly people sick, lying there. And producers owe them. They don't even give them money. Why? I'm being real here.
How many, you said 7 producers haven't paid you.
You want me to name them?
Oh, yeah.
All the big producers in Ghana, some of them, they owe me 2,000, 3,000, 1,000. My actors out the whole of Ghana here, the actors, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that is what Adjorlolo said.
So what's the fuss about this? Okay, I don't know what exactly. Almost release this statement. What exactly they want him to apologize for? Because if you owe me money and what be journalists be bisame be industry no wants them. Now, first of all, the man is an old man. He's in his 60s, so occur retirement. So if you owe him money, who you producer? That's all cars are same way. You know, if you owe him money, immediately you should call him and give him his money because Obi already 60 years, over 60 years. Obede when you obede any ejuma like any active ejuma, it will be so tough for him. And to me, who as also on car sembia on car semboni say if you owe me money, pay me. I think that maybe you see, it's high time and you maybe one of my. I was say you been in one sunny say if I feel say maybe they are peeved with that first statement, make it say producers to respect themselves. And from baby, he hasn't said anything bad because if you haven't paid me, and that guy, first of all, he's frustrated. Second of all, he can only be. Me a shows up papa no was car over didn't cut 2,000 so was car 2,000 a day but he feels a be at 2,000 but him trying to rent or bills to pay or but him try tinipa 7 no didn't come or be at the cut 2,000 Ghana cedis saying it was over 10,000 Ghana cedis. What are you talking about?
Okay, so the statement reads, our attention has been drawn, that is 5.4 press statement. Must say our attention has been drawn to a recent interview granted by Kofi Adjorlolo to Ibrahim Bracco of Joy Prime. a subsidiary of Multimedia Group Limited. In the said interview, Mr. Adjorlolo alleged that some movie producers owe him some money and therefore decided to descend heavily on film producers without naming a single producer. His conduct has cast a slur on film producers in the country and, for that matter, the film industry. His attitude and that of some individuals are bringing the name of the industry into disrepute. Firebag has never received any of such complaints from him, nor even had the opportunity to learn it from any quarters. It is, however, mind-boggling as to why he behaved the way he did in the said interview. With his failure to back his claims with any tangible fact, Firebag hereby deems it fit for him to render an unqualified apology to film producers and industry within 14 days. Failure to do so would see the association advise itself on his status and position in the film industry. In that regard, Firebag is hereby issuing a strong warning to groups or individuals in the industry who have made it their business to slander in the industry anytime the opportunity is given to them to talk on the state of the Ghanaian film industry.
I feel that this particular press release was, excuse my French, needless. The reason why I'm saying this is because, one, he made a statement, right? He made a statement. And the only reason why you are coming out with this press release is because he failed to name names, right? So in effect, there's no evidence to what he's saying. So, more quickly, my release
so why don't they call him?
That's what I'm saying. Quickly, my release press statement say one render apology in the next 14 days. So in the next 14 days, if I were Adjorlolo, I would name names. So after naming names, what next? Then it makes more press release, needless, because the only thing I'm more releasing, I didn't say the guy made those pronouncements because when you be behind then I'm back in, and in that regard, it means that ogu 5 pack anymore. So first of all, he gave a number. He said 7. What if he comes out with names? Oh, they make sure, no. And then secondly, Sebi Adjorlolo, if he is.
Are you a Bible student, fanatic, scholar, or teacher? Then give me 30 seconds of your time. My name is Rabbi Akwete Yama, the host of the new TV Bible show, What Seest Thou? A show designed to change how you read and study the biblical text. This is how the show works. I pose selected questions to the participating audience. Each question has a price tag from $250 to $500. The person or group that provides an accurate answer or a convincing solution to the question posed wins the price tag. To be part of the show, visit tasteoftext.org and join for free. The videos are posted on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified when the questions go up. Anyone can participate, so what are you waiting for? Head over to tasteoftext.org and be part of the show. So, Son of Man, what seest thou?
Not up. You're saying the thing is that we are Ghanaians, whether we like it or not. Age is very, very it's an important factor in our dealings. Age. If Adjorlolo is not of the same age with 95% of the entire Film Producers Association, he probably is older than almost all of them. Some of them make sure, no. He probably is like maybe a few. I don't think that 5% of the entire Producers Association will be, more than 5% will be older than Adjorlolo. So if anything, was there any way to approach the man to ascertain from him? Because let's face it, producers now, I'm making up Producers Association. I'm free baby, no, I'm making up association. And the same producers now, no, I can tell you for a fact, say, most of the core of the Producers Association, most of them are owing people. If, of course,
saying COVID is 7.
was it in COVID any? Oh, I know about, and for them, I'm not sure if you see, the Producers Association, you know, membership, and sometimes it's very difficult to tell.
So some people are producers, but not members of the
That's
association.
the thing. You see, the problem is that Adjorlolo is talking about Ghanaian producers.
Not
FIPAC, the representation of Ghanaian producers. The person could even be a producer but not a member of FIPAC. Release needless, because what if Adjorlolo comes out with the list? None of them are a member of FIPAC, but then the person is a producer. Yeah. There are so many producers, as young ones, even old ones. Me say you can decide to do a vox pop, go around, interview every Ghanaian artist. Menka present day for no. Obi a officer why he started from scratch. Interview them and ask them, say, producer been do omoka.
Now on their statement, almost 14 days ultimatum. And it's on banner. At this point, do we need a ban when you guys now you want to bring things?
That's what I'm saying. On this note, I would like to James Abuaji, who happens to be the president, you know, he's like a big brother to me. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell him and then the entire FIPAC say, they were ye not taking off. Any plans are ye woman industry, no? Ye promocho. This is not the time for this. The man is not, he's not one of those cranny. Apart from him being an elderly person, he's paid his dues. He's worked his butt off. No. They should. No, and to them, no. That's what I'm saying. They should find a way to dialogue with him. Find a way to sit down with him and have a dialogue. Now, they say you did be year to be an to. And Majina Konya we say who say, excuse my French, baseless accusations, you know. Almost so say Obi approaching FIPAC as a group and as a FIPAC as the sole representatives of the producers in Ghana about producer B or D Obika and as a producer B a YBBA, we expect say almost to me a taking action. So almost to me a taking me. I remember say I don't know say social media now they were prominent, like, you know, people who have receipts saying say producers do omoka. Adjorlolo is not the first person who can say the same way. So he's not the first person. And to say Adjorlolo say produce, how can police need Jones or baby a ono abetimi ache ne ho. Ontimi nche ne ho. Ojo so baby and Jones ontimi nche ne ho. I don't think say even FIPAC crown and what's so take his move away. And before I want to take this opportunity. Not me the same way attribute. Say people who are out there now, everything no, they want to like BBR, they do things because of clout. Just almost pay a DB, assembly bar, almost person would me kako can be.
They want to jump on it and
it's like they want to ride on the wave
and trend,
you know. So same way say you know. Say oh ka papa na sema oh ka same way egu papa na anymore say and say bibi say what say people should be very careful because one, this man no onya kwara, and then two, what tu any dues sebi wonko ka enwumfo ho asem. And that's one called politics. He's seen one na and oka some na oka and so it represents what it's a true reflection of what is happening in the industry. And So young, when we say young producers be and you buy a big cassette here, papa, they should shut up. That's all I'm saying. They should shut up because and even some of the actors, I'm really shocked at them. Yeah, that was very uncalled for. Elikem is a good guy, but he shouldn't be saying stuff like that about Kofi Adjorlolo.
Yeah, from why? Koko Chakotakashi in the movie Tatakwashi and Ekasami Zionfelix. Yeah, Elmina Castle. Elmina Castle is in Elmina. Elmina Castle in Elikem Kumodzie, just in our central region. So Elmina Castle is in Elmina. My name is Zionfelix. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Zionfelix.com. This movie will be pretty out soon. About Kohibi. I'm sure it won't just premiere, it will be on online stores. Ask Ghanaian movies. No, I can put a lot of questions, but Charlie, you have to go and shoot because now Ghana movie is also going on Netflix. So go on Netflix, watch some Ghanaian movie there. Enche, we will be Kahubi. Now only Ghana, watch me actually online and my YouTube. To know about YouTube.